So why, when you're driving and we pass by a few restaurants, and a lot of them are always like restaurants that are just restaurants, but there's only like 2 cars in the driveway, and I'm assuming that's like an employee cleaning and an employee trying to serve people, and there's nobody else in the parking lot. What are those people doing wrong about like their business and their restaurants and stuff?
Like, what are they doing? How are they running their business? Like, wrong? Like, what are they doing wrong?
Yeah, because they're clearly not getting many business.
Oh, because there's only 2 cars there.
Yeah, and that's most likely like employees, and there's.
Yep, that's fair. Well, restaurants obviously have busy times and slow times. So at say 3 o'clock, you could have an amazing restaurant that has no crowd because everybody comes for lunch and everybody comes from dinner, and at 3 o'clock it's kind of dead. So it's not, you couldn't necessarily make a judgment call and say that they're doing something wrong because of the slow times. And I don't know if that's what you're actually referring to. I'm assuming you saw something that we passed and it was a restaurant that had nobody there, right?
Yes.
And it's it's 6:30, so it should be busy, right? It's dinner time, so my point is kind of a moot point at that point. So restaurants are odd. They're pretty easy, actually. Like with a lot of our clients that we work with, obviously, they have to be discoverable. People have to know who they are, where they are, what they serve. That comes into a lot of things. Social media obviously is a huge variable. The days of I'm going to open a restaurant and people are just going to show up at the door are gone. I mean, not when everybody's getting bombarded all day, every day on social media with every other restaurant, and you see their, great looking food, and you plan this evening to go out to this place, and tomorrow you'll go to this place. Well, the place that doesn't advertise or doesn't do anything on social media, you may drive by it 10 times, but you never think about it because you never see anything about it. So it takes a bit more today to be successful in the restaurant industry. And even on top of that, it's not just is she eating nice? Yes, her head's in the cooler. Okay. I was wondering when I was hearing crunch. It's not just the marketing and the advertising, the social media aspect. The restaurants have to kill it. They can't serve mediocre food with shitty service at high prices. It don't fly. I mean, Google reviews are detrimental to a restaurant, or they're the most valuable tool the restaurant has. When we look up a restaurant, what's the first thing you say to me? Oh, it's got 4.9 stars.
That usually means it's good.
Exactly. And if it's got 3.8, we're not going.
Yeah,
and that's the way everybody operates. So, and then that comes into how owners handle customers. You've got owners who are, well, I'm right. Well, sometimes that bad review, you can absolutely be right and be wrong, because you're going to piss that customer off. They're going to go home, write a terrible review, and give you a 1-star review. And yes, you didn't have to refund their $34 meal. But how many people will make a decision to not come to your restaurant because of that particular review? And if you're an owner with that mindset, you're probably doing it multiple times, so you end up with that 3.7 or 3.8 review, and you're pissed people off, but you're right. And you can be right all day long, all the way until you close the doors. You know what I mean? I know 2 businesses that operate very different from each other. And they're not restaurants, but one of them they're both websites, and one of them has red letters all over the site, no refunds, double check your order. At the end of the checkout process, there's multiple check boxes. I understand there's no refund. I understand this. I understand. He has all his bases covered. He's building a custom product for a company, for an individual, and people give him wrong numbers, and he builds the wrong thing for people, and people get pissed off. And he's right. He did say no refunds. But now you take the other company, who is now almost put that company out of business, and the other company will go, yeah, send it back to us. Because they're going to put that custom product on the shelf, they're going to mark the numbers on it, and they might sell it one day. They might not ever sell it. But for every 1-star review that company A gets, company B gets a 5-star because they took care of the customer. So when it comes to restaurants and business in general, reviews are king. Like, you should do everything to get a good review short of buying the damn thing. And when you have a customer who's pissed off, give them their money back. Especially if it's a low dollar amount like food, you know? Who gives a shit if they get a free one over on you? So when it comes to restaurants, a restaurant owner has to wear so many hats. They have to be on top of social media. They have to be personable. They have to be, they have to be out there on the floor, shaking hands, talking to people, introducing themselves. Hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm the owner of this restaurant. Is everything great tonight? I mean, they have to really engage with the user base, because what that does is you'd be shocked at what the return rate is for customers who have a positive experience and are greeted by the owner in a restaurant. The return rate, if those two things occur, in the high 90 percentile. So basically, if you give them good food, good service, and the owner comes out and shakes their hand, you've got a customer that's going to come back multiple times. It's simple as that. And it's such small stuff, but so many restaurants operate on old mentality, and they're just coasting, and you can't coast. Does that answer your question?
It very much does. Thank you.
All right, so Liz, to give some more context, Liz started asking me a question, and I was like, hey, let's make a video of that, because I think that'd be a cool video. I actually don't know what channel this is going on, but we'll figure it out. See you guys.